Do you want to live that life, bro, where you're always productive, where you're moving towards your goal and you're achieving consistency? Before we get into the video, don't forget to check out my productivity coaching program. In this program, I help young men like you become more productive and transform your life through one-on-one coaching, personalized programs, 100% accountability, and best of all, continuous communication. If you're ready to achieve your dreams and goals, check out the link in the description below. You see, not too long ago, I was just like this. I wanted to be productive, but I simply couldn't. I wanted to take action on the things that move the needle, that get me from A to B. I would always watch these big influencers like Justin Waller, Andrew Tate, Hamza talk about how productive they were, how most of the day was dedicated towards working, where they would say they would wake up and do something productive, like go to the gym or do some work. However, I was never like this. When I started my quote-unquote self-improvement journey back in May 2023, I was simply doing the bare minimum, going to the gym and starting a business. So yeah, I did go to the gym more often, between 4 to 6 times a week. However, I was very inconsistent with my diet. Furthermore, with my business, I didn't do anything to really move the needle to get me from A to B. I just launched it and thought over time it would take care of itself. And I remember this Wednesday so vividly in October 2023. That whole week I had been eating poorly. I had arguments and disagreements with so many people. And lastly, my business was doing poorly, and I was like, I need to do something. I need to enact a change and dedicate myself towards a goal. I actually had to make a difference in my life. I couldn't live like this anymore. And I always used to see these big influencers like Tate and Hamza and Justin Waller talk about how they would wake up early and work. And the thing is, yeah, it was always in the back of my mind, but I never really gave it much thought. I was like, yeah, I can wake up late and still be productive. So I'd continue waking up late and just doing a bit of work and going to the gym. However, on that day, I was like, you know what? I need to change. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early. So before waking up 15 minutes before going to work, I was like, you know what? I'll wake up around Fajr time and start to do work. And I was like, you know what? I want to take this TikTok channel seriously. I want to upload every day and do good quality work. And what I decided to do was dedicate the early mornings to writing scripts. However, by this time, I already wrote about 9 scripts between Monday to Tuesday. However, I done them late in the evening and they were of poor quality. And furthermore, it was just a struggle to sit down and focus. However, when I woke up that Thursday morning, I was able to write 14 scripts in about 2 hours, which was the first time in a long time and maybe ever in my lifetime that I was able to sit down and produce quality work in a short period of time. The focus and mental sharpness was something I've never felt before. The mental clarity I felt was something different. The thing is, yeah, before when I sat down to do schoolwork or uni work, I'd be so distracted, my mind would wander off. I would constantly get distracted by anything and everything. And the craziest thing is that most of us experience this throughout our lifetime. We never actively think, how can we be more productive? How do we improve our conditions and work better? And from that day onwards, around 95% of the days leading up to Ramadan, I'd wake up for Fajr and start doing work. And the thing is, yeah, I'll do the most important task. The task that will move the needle, that get me from A to B, and that would be script writing. And this is how I achieved consistently and uploaded every day for the last 9 months. And you can do the same, inshallah. You see, the reason why waking up early and doing the work will get you to your goal is simple. You see, your cerebral power, your brain power is at the highest it will ever be first thing in the morning. How many times have you had a big task to do? Maybe revise for an exam or do an essay or even do your dissertation. However, you don't do it in the morning and you delay it all day. You're like, I'll do it after work. I'll do it after I eat. I'll do it after I watch this YouTube video. And then you never end up doing it. And then if you try to sit down and do the work, you simply can't. It's like your mind is against you. You see, I was exactly like this. Throughout my school and uni life, I'd end up procrastinating and doing stuff in the evening. I used to write my essays and my dissertation late in the evening. I'd do everything at that time period. Alhamdulillah, I completed everything on time. However, it was less time efficient and poor quality. However, the reason as to why many of us feel like this when we try to do work is simple. Firstly, when you just wake up, your mind is fresh. You've had 6, 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Therefore, it's recharged its batteries and is able to utilize its full power. However, when you constantly go on your phone throughout the day, your brain power starts to diminish little by little. The reason for this is due to the numerous amount of notifications you get, as well as all the doom scrolling you do, which slowly reduces your dopamine, which is a vital asset which can be deployed towards your goals. This is because your dopamine receptors are responsible for productivity and motivation. However, if you squander it on cheap entertainment like your phone, you're simply hurting yourself in the long run. As the thing is, we get a short-term, temporary dopamine boost. However, because our brain wants more dopamine after that initial boost, we want to go on our phone more. This creates a vicious cycle where we're constantly checking our phone and wasting time, squandering dopamine. Furthermore, if you're trying to sit down and do work, but you have your phone by your side, you're going to easily get distracted. You think checking it for 5 seconds is just 5 seconds wasted, but in reality it's between 15 to 25 minutes. This is because your brain needs to refocus after absorbing all that information from social media, from that notification, from that text message. As soon as I learned this, I implemented a habit of not checking my phone first thing in the morning. For the first couple hours of the day, I'd not check my phone. I'd put it on airplane mode so no one could call me, text me. I could simply focus on the big task. The next reason why we procrastinate is due to our diets. The foods we eat on a daily basis stop us from being mentally sharp. Have you ever ate something and you simply couldn't do any work after? You just wanted to lie down and sleep. You know why this is? It's because of the carbs you ate. The thing is, I'm not saying carbs are the enemy like most of these fitness influencers. All I'm saying is eating carbs and then trying to do work is near impossible. The thing is, when you eat a bunch of carbs, your blood level increases and then drops. And as a result of that crash, you experience brain fog. And that's the reason why sometimes you try to do work after eating, but you simply can't. This is exacerbated by the diet the Western media push and these Western doctors tell us to do. They tell us to eat these refined carbs throughout the day. Think about it, for breakfast, what are we told to eat? Cereal or toast. Then during the day, a sandwich. Then in the evening, maybe pasta, potatoes, fries. So you're eating carbs all around the clock. Thus, if you're eating carbs throughout the day, you're constantly going to feel that crash and that brain fog. So when you try and sit down and do that work, you simply can't, because all those carbs, that brain fog is just going to affect you. You see, the thing is, I was just like this. I'd eat carbs in the morning thinking it would help me, because all these doctors said that breakfast was the most important meal. So I'd eat breakfast thinking if I don't do this, I'd be less productive throughout the day. But in reality, it's the opposite. Because nowadays, the first 4 to 8 hours, I don't eat anything. All I drink is water and black coffee, and I'm way more productive. I'm not saying do not eat carbs, because complex carbs are very important for a healthy diet. All I'm saying is maybe fast for the first couple hours, or if you do have your first meal, don't have carbs. Have just protein and fats, because in that case you'll be more sharper and you'll be able to sit down and do work. Another reason you're procrastinating and not taking action is due to overthinking. Firstly, you overthink how big the task is, how daunting it is. However, I was just like this. When I decided to script my first YouTube video, I was like, this is daunting. How do people write 3,000 words? But I was like, you know what? This mentality will not get me anywhere. Let me just show up and see what I can do. And the thing is, I remember only writing 200 words in the space of 2 hours. To nowadays, where I can write 1,500 to 2,000 words in the same time frame. Another way that people overthink is when they take action and do the task, it won't be perfect. However, this is normal because no one has ever started something and they've been 100% good at it. It has never worked like this. There is a very good quote on LinkedIn. Let me share it with you guys. Action catalyzes learning and growth. Every action you take provides an opportunity to acquire new knowledge, develop new skills, and gain valuable experience. Through learning by doing, you expand your capabilities and become better equipped to cope with future challenges. You see, taking action is where you grow and become better. You learn through the process. That's the only way you'll ever be good at something. You see, this mentality, I've applied it to everything I've ever started, whether that's social media, YouTube, a business. I know maybe when I start, I won't be the best, but along the journey, I will improve and get better. If you take everything that I've said and implement it into your life, you'll stop procrastinating. You'll become productive and work towards your goals. These are the biggest things that will make you productive, that will allow you to move the needle. After implementing these tactics to my daily life, I became way more disciplined and way less lazy. I was able to upload almost every day for the last 9 months. The thing is, all you need to do is just wake up. Do not eat, do not check your phone, do not overthink. Just take action and you achieve consistency. You achieve your goals in no time.